Today's incident will wake up your soul. Please watch the incident till the end. A man of Allah who became the father of animals and girls, magician, and a piece of gold. Let's listen to a very unique and heart-touching incident. A fakir and his wife used to live in a village. They had 7 daughters. The husband and wife, driven by poverty, used to beg for themselves and their children by begging. Sometimes they would get a lot of money by begging, sometimes they would not get any. The man did not want to work hard and got into the habit of begging so much that he ended up as a beggar. The man used to tell his daughter also to come with him. "You are a little girl. People will give you more money seeing your innocent face." The girl was different from everyone. One day the little girl said, "Baba, this is not right." She said, "What is not right?" The daughter said, "I don't like begging like this, spreading hands in front of people, asking questions from people. I have heard that one should not beg in front of anyone except Allah. You should work hard and go to people and beg from them. I don't like it. If you want to bring prosperity to the house, then do something in the house. Earn a living by earning a halal livelihood. Don't beg in front of people and become a questioner." The father got angry and said, "This is the profession of my grandfather and I will do this work. Who are you to explain to me?" He got angry and stopped the girl from eating and drinking. The girl was hungry and thirsty. Her other 6 sisters felt pity for her and loved her a lot, but she was helpless in the hands of her father. The father kept his daughter locked in the room for 2 days. But when he saw that his daughter was not ready to accept in any way that she would beg with her father, the father's anger increased further. He caught the daughter by the arm and dragged her towards the forest. Leaving the innocent girl alone in the forest, he said, "I will see how your God lets you finish sitting now." I also said, "Get ready to beg with me. I will take you home with me." But the daughter refused, so the father came back in anger. That girl was very calm and had faith in Allah that whatever my God has given me, luxury is written in my destiny, I will get it. The innocent girl started looking at the forest from here and there. There were trees all around, and it was about to turn into evening. The girl thought, "Why not collect some wood so that I can light a fire at night? Then no animal will come near, and the night will also pass." The girl started searching for wood in the forest. While walking, she saw a hut. There was a goat tied there, and the sound of coughing was coming from inside. At first, the girl was very surprised to see the hut, but when she entered the hut, she saw that an old man was lying on a cot and was calling for water. The girl looked around and saw that there was a water bottle in the corner. She filled a glass of water from the bottle, gave water to the old man, and started cleaning the hut. Meanwhile, the old man asked, "Daughter, what are you doing alone in this hut, and who are you?" Then the girl tells Allah Wali how she reached here. The Allah Wali elder allows the girl to stay in the same hut and says, "I keep praying and meditating in the jungles. I will leave for the jungle in the morning and will return after 8 days, and you stay in this hut. All the food items are also present in the hut, and there is a river of water nearby. You bring water for yourself from there." In the morning, when the girl woke up, she went outside the hut and saw. She was surprised to see that the milk vessel was lying empty, and a piece of gold was lying near it, which looked very rare and precious to the girl. She does not know what it is. She picks up that piece and keeps it to herself. The next night, also, the girl does the same thing. She puts milk in a cup and goes to sleep. The next day also finds a similar piece of gold lying outside the hut. And in doing so, 7 days pass, and the girl collects 7 pieces of gold. Here, Zuleika's sisters were missing her a lot. They cry and tell their father that they want to meet their sister. Who knows what our innocent sister must be doing alone in the jungle? "Baba, if you do not make us meet our sister, then we will never go to beg with you." The father got very angry at this and said, "So if that is the case, I will leave you 6 sisters also in the same jungle where I left your sister." Saying this, the fakir and his wife took those 6 daughters to the forest. They came to the jungle, and the 6 daughters were scared and were also thinking that what if our parents cannot take care of us? So what? The one who will take care of us is God sitting above, who takes care of everyone. If our father makes us do good work, then we can work hard to our heart's content. But this girl makes us beg. She has made us beggars. Now the sun was about to set. The sounds of many animals were coming from the jungle, which was so dangerous that the sisters were scared. Darkness started to spread. One sister said, "I feel Abba will never take us from here." The elder sister started crying. "Now we will be eaten by wild animals, and this jungle is also very scary. It is full of animals, and those girls did not even know that how dangerous a place they have come to." Suddenly they saw a twinkling light at one place. The third girl said, "Look, what is there? It seems there is someone's house there. We should go to them and ask for shelter from them. Maybe they will help us." They were near that hut. It was a round hut, but it was quite big in size. The door was open, but they called out, but no one came out after knocking. If there was someone in the house, they would have answered. The sisters entered Jaffrey. There was a beautiful hut where big jars were filled with sugar, rice, and milk. Those girls had seen rice, sugar, and milk for the first time in their lives, and that too in such a dense room. They were surprised. They were hungry since morning, and one of the sisters said, "I think the person living here must be a good person. That is why he has kept a lot of food for the guests. Come, I will make kheer. You all like it, don't you?" So she started making kheer, and after making kheer, all the sisters ate it and lay down to sleep in the room to rest. Meanwhile, a man came to the hut, whose hut it was. He was a magician and used to do evil deeds in this forest far from the city. He came to the house. He was hungry. He saw that kheer was kept in the pot. He was surprised so he did not make the kheer. Who made it? Anyway, he was hungry and he ate the kheer. After that, he went inside the room where 6 girls were sleeping. He got very angry. To date, he had not seen such girls here, and humans did not come to this jungle. Then he woke up these girls and asked, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" Then the girls got scared and then told the whole story. "Our parents left us here, and now they will never take us away." That magician thought that this was very useful to me. "The rituals that I perform are good for them," he said. "Come on, girls. It does not matter if your father throws you out of the house. So what? You stay with me in my house. You people will not face any problem here. Now come with me to this room." And that room was a place where he used to do all his black rituals, where he had kept an idol of the devil, whom he used to call God. The 6 sisters did not know that that man was very dangerous. The magician said, "Come to this room. Your work will be done there. Everything is present there. There are toys, food items, and whatever you want, you will get it there." They saw that he was talking very lovingly, so they started agreeing with him. Then those girls followed that man and went to the magician's room. As soon as the girls came inside, that magician started reciting his mantra on them and started blowing on them. So those girls sat there and became stone idols. Then that man turned those 6 sisters into monkeys with the power of magic. Now those 6 sisters were standing inside the same hut in the form of monkeys.
Now that the magician had to sacrifice them in front of his evil god, and to please his god, he tied these 6 sisters in one place, and the chain with which he had tied them was such that no one could open it except the magician. After doing this, he got very tired and went to sleep. In the morning, as soon as the sun rose, he had to sacrifice those girls one by one in front of his god. He was very happy.
My god was turning into monkeys. That the sacrifice will be liked a lot.
Here, when the younger sister came to the waterfall to take water, her eyes fell on a hut. She started walking towards the hut and saw that strange sounds were coming from there. When she entered the hut, she was surprised. She recognized her sisters because their bodies were like monkeys and their faces were like humans. She started crying after seeing all this. She said, "My sisters, who turned you into monkeys? What happened to you?" Then she started thinking that my sisters were probably trapped because of me. They must have come to meet me and must have fallen into the hands of some magician. It would have been better if she had stayed at home and I was living my life here alone.
But her sister said we had asked Baba to either help us meet our sister or help us meet our sister. Give it to me or we will not beg. Then Baba got angry and left us alone in this jungle, and that magician turned us into animals too.
His younger sister started crying and praying to Allah. "Can Allah get my sisters out of trouble in some way? Send some savior to help them?" Saying this, she came out of the hut. She was waiting for some divine help. While waiting, she sat under the same tree. She had a lot of faith in Allah that someone would come and help them. She had to save her sisters before morning.
An old man passed through the jungle at night. When the old man saw the girl sitting under the tree, he came towards her. She had fallen asleep. The old man woke her up lovingly. Daughter, what are you doing here alone? I had left you in the hut.
This was the same old man who had left the girl in the hut and was praying to Allah in the jungle.
Baba, you have come. You have come to help me. Oh Allah.
Daughter, I had already told you that I would come after 8 days. When I looked in the hut, you were not there. Then I thought that maybe you had gone to the well to fetch water. That is why I followed you.
Crying, look what the magician has done to my sisters. He is doing some black magic. That is why he has turned my sisters into monkeys. Now tomorrow morning he will sacrifice them, and he is going to sacrifice them in front of his God. And you are a pious servant of Allah. Allah will never reject your prayers. You help me. I was praying to Allah that Allah has sent you.
Allah said, without Allah's will, son, a leaf does not move.
Baba, so what I have done is wrong. That is Allah's wrath. I did what Allah wanted. Allah does not like begging. I wanted to earn my living through halal, but my father threw me out of the house. Dear, I want to please Allah. Our parents themselves left us here in the jungle. We have not left our home here on our own.
After this, Allah came to the hut with that girl. When he came inside the hut, that girl said S3, media, girl speaking inside a hut, girl agreeing with old man. Allah said, you are right. Let me do some amal and Allah will return your sisters to you, and this life of penury will also end. Whatever your intention is, Allah knows it.
Baba, that magician is sleeping in this room and will keep sleeping the whole night.
Till the magician sleeps, I want to pray. Why should I not pray? After this, I will start my amal.
Baba, you pray, I will also pray along with you. I am sure Allah will help you.
Inshallah.
Allah prayed for 2 to 3 hours, then silently took that girl with him to that room where her sisters were turned into monkeys. The chain with which she was tied was... Allah started reciting verses from the Quran. He kept reciting verses one by one and opening the chains. In this way, he did the first thing. The 6 sisters who had turned into monkeys were taken from there and made them sit somewhere far away and told them not to come here until he signaled them. He sat at one place, taking the younger sister with him. Then he asked the girl, S3, media, old man asking girl a question, old man and girl in conversation. No one could open the chains except the magician.
Is there a big cauldron there?
Yes, this magician has very big utensils in which he cooks food and also does dirty acts.
He signaled. Allah picked up a big cauldron and started heating it by putting oil in it. He told the girl, S3, media, old man asking girl a question, old man and girl in conversation. Then tell me where the utensil is.
See, you keep doing whatever I say.
Now it was time for this magician to wake up. Allah was reciting Tasbih here.
When he woke up, he came into the room and saw that the monkeys were not present there.
He started screaming about who had come here and who had freed them from there. I had cast such a harsh spell on them.
At that very moment, Allah's voice echoed, "O unfortunate human, you have turned these little girls into monkeys through magic so that you can kill them in front of your devil."
The magician asked Allah who he was and what he had come here to do.
Allah said, "You are a worshipper of the devil. You are his disciple. Leaving my God, you worship those devils and are digging a hole in the pit of hell."
The magician got very angry and he closed his eyes and started chanting mantras. After that, he closed his eyes and tried to blow the mantra on Allah. But Allah acted on him in reverse, and within no time black smoke rose from there and it turned into a big dog.
The dog was now very scared and started moving towards you to attack you. It seemed that you blew on it and pushed it away.
After this, you signaled the little girl.
The little girl called him towards her, and as soon as he jumped towards the girl, she moved away from there. The oil in the pan which was heated by Allah fell in the same pan with the magician's dog, Jill, and a lot of prayers were offered, but after the smoke rose, there was no trace of the magician left.
In its place, a big piece of gold was formed.
Allah said to that innocent girl, "Daughter, put your hand in this oil and take this piece out."
She said, "Baba, this oil is hot. My hand will burn." Allah said, "Put your hand and see it is not hot." That girl took Allah's name and put her hand in the oil, took out the piece of gold and said, "Really, this was not hot oil." He said, "Allah has given you this as a reward, because you did not want to beg in front of anyone." Then that girl remembered something at that very moment, and she said to Allah, "Baba, when I used to live in your hut, I used to milk the goat and milk half of it myself. I used to drink it and put half of it in a cup outside. When I used to wake up in the morning and look, I found a similar piece of gold lying outside the chapadi. While doing this, I already have 7 pieces. Allah said, "Son, it was a hungry snake who used to leave a piece of gold for you as a reward after filling his stomach." After this, Allah came towards the innocent girls who had turned into monkeys. He turned towards them and read the verses from the Quran and blew on them. They also became humans. Allah blessed them and started going ahead. Then the little girl said, "Baba, if we go back to our father, he will keep us with him out of greed, because now we have a lot of gold. Now we have become rich, but he will not stop begging because whoever gets into the habit of begging never leaves. We will stay here, that too, in this hut. So will you stay with us, Baba? We can call you our father. By calling you our father, we will be blessed. We will feel relaxed, and we are sure that if we have the support of an elder, we will be safe, because you know that daughters who do not have a father are helpless, and people point fingers at them. No one is ashamed to say anything." Allah said, "If Allah has blessed me with children in the form of 7 daughters, then what can be more joyful than this?" All the 7 sisters became happy and started thanking Allah. After this, Allah built a luxurious house for those 7 daughters, and they started living happily with all the 7 daughters. Dear friends, how did you like today's incident? Do express your opinion in the comment box, and to hear more such incidents, do subscribe to our channel and become a part of our family. Thank you.